So I get a lot of my references from Pinterest. I love collecting things that are beautiful, putting them into folders and organizing them so that I can access them again and again and again. And honestly, sometimes when I don't know what to draw, I can just boot up Pinterest and I am faced with an avalanche of inspiration. So it got me thinking, in theory, everything on my For You page on Pinterest should be things that I like. Right? So also in theory, I could draw everything on my For You page and have a total blast. Alright, so I guess we'll need Pinterest. I guess I just click eat and we'll see what we get right? Ooh, okay. I've actually drawn some of these before. Should I refresh? I don't want to like skip anything because that would be cheating. But I'm like, do I want to hit refresh and start with all new ones? That's kind of the question. Why don't we just start with this first page? Try to fill a page or something and then I can like refresh it from there if I so choose or continue on down the line. But I think I will start with just a good old pencil. Oh, here's one. I love this pencil. I'm gonna be so sad to see it go. So I guess we start with this. We have the Sylvine white chiffon blouse. Let's start on up. See, I also don't know how like long it takes before this starts refreshing, so we need to get started. So we're starting with this blouse, this thing, if you're wondering. All right, so she's at a bit of an angle. Should I keep it in the square? I haven't drawn anything today yet either, so this is also going to be partially just warming up. But we got shoulders. We've got a nice, forgot what that's called when the hips are at a different angle than the shoulders. But there's a word for it. I feel like it starts with a C, and it has quite a few syllables, if that helps. Got an arm. This looks really fluffy. Now the wrinkles, because it's such a flowy shirt, they actually kind of just come down like this and create almost a line that way. There is a head here that you can barely see. Oh, actually it's looking this way. The neck's a bit at an angle like that. And there's like a high neck. Yeah, I might be a little quicker on these first couple because I am trying to kind of just loosen up. And then there's a ton of wrinkles, ruffles and whatnots. Shoulder, that's where the puffs kind of come out. Then there's a little cuff at the end. Grab a kneaded eraser and kind of lighten up that arm. Kind of confusing because of the way it's like wrapping around that arm is not how I would draw it. So I'm really trying to pay attention to that. Maybe I learned something. And the hands right here. Pants. Ruffles. Probably add a little more detail to those. Two little buttons on here. And then there's some hair. There's one little strand there. And then the rest is in the back. Same on this side. Hey! Now there's some like pleats. Can't forget those. I mean, I suppose you could. But I didn't. Some wrinkles on the pants. Now there's like a fence behind her. And a little tone back there to show some distance. Hey, alright, that's the first thing on my Pinterest. It is called the For You page. For You page, there you go. Alright, let's move into the next one. This is the one that I've redrawn. This girl in the yellow. I have definitely drawn that before. I don't remember when. So hopefully it turns out well. Because I've done it before. Basically, it's a character looking down. Well, it's a human being. I don't know. Words. And then the arms. Okay, so wait, there's the body kind of here. This arm goes straight out this way. The other arm's way up here. So yeah, let's just move that all down. Move it over here. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a cool, like, aesthetic way to lay these out. Go higher. I don't know. We're going with this one. That's the head. There's a hand here and a hand way up here. And this is the one that kind of comes straight out from the body. The body's slightly tilted to the left. The legs are actually kind of like going to the left too. So most of the weight must be on this leg. And this arm kind of comes up like this and then turns. So that's like the basic shape there. It is kind of complicated because that's not a very common pose that I put my characters in. Then there's bangs, a lot longer than I tend to draw too. And then this cute little curly hair. Well, hair with a little curl on the end. And the bandana that the character is holding there. I'm gonna give the character a little more volume since I can. Lips. Maybe find the shape of the face a little better. We also gonna need a neck. Kind of comes out this way. Ooh, see this shoulder. I've tried to draw this angle, like where you can see the armpit and everything, and it just confuses the absolute heck out of me. And you can't really see it because there's a shirt, so we're gonna have to just draw it with the shirt since that's what I can see. That's the only way I'd be able to get it right. I just copy it as I see it. Kind of oversized, and it's tucked into the jeans. Jeans come down this way. A little rip in them. Another rip right here. Distressing. Ooh, we didn't draw these arms yet. Ooh, Okay, maybe we should get around to that. I think this is about the shape. And then there's the hand. And then this one's hand's kind of curled differently. Arm just looks a little too long, maybe? Maybe if I pull it down. Look better? Just such a strange angle. And that hair, just added some tone variation. Cute. A little blush, why not? Okay, I like that part a lot. I think that turned out very cute. Alright, now the hard part. These hands. It looks like the two middle fingers are kind of clumped together about here. And then this one's a little higher. And then the thumb is underneath of this ribbon thing. I'm going to make it a little bigger, just kind of so it doesn't get lost in there. Now there's no bracelets or anything, so I can just get one continuous line down that way. And maybe break up these chunks to make them look a little more like fingers. This one is really fun. I see why I drew it in my past. Got a thumb here. I'm going to just draw a square rectangle because it seems to be treating me pretty well. Wait, redraw. Okay. This was right, that there should be like a shape here. And these fingers are kind of like, how would you do that? Are you doing this? Yeah. Closer to the thumb, maybe just a square. So it's like they're pinching that. I mean, that one looks nothing like the reference now. That just doesn't look right. But that's what the reference looks like. I'll just make something up. Just do what I would do. There. Alright, we'll keep that one. I want to do something else. Like these pants. And make them look more like that lighter in the center wash looking thing. You know, make them look more like jeans. Have these wrinkles. Alright, I think I'm reaching the end of this one. Can't think of much else to do with it unless I want to add some color, which, believe me, I do, but I probably should wait until everything's drawn and then maybe make that kind of decision. Alright, moving on to the next one. I will show you. Boop, 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 boop. It's this beautiful sort of like 1940s vibing image. I'm gonna draw this one over here. So a character, I'm gonna keep calling it a character. That's just how it works. And there's a little beret, 1940s hair. Torso's kind of aimed this way. High waist. Can't really see because there's a skirt. Kind of looks like this leg. It's coming this way. And then it's flopped like that. And then this leg kind of curled backwards. More like this. Make sense? Pretty close. There's a poofy sleeve, an arm, and it comes like this, holding a purse. The other arm's up here, waistband. The skirt comes to right under the knee, like here. Now it's a lot flowier than that with like more wrinkles? No, folds? I don't know. So I'm just gonna lightly erase that so I can add those in. Okay, the skirt looks longer in mine than it does. I think I need to shorten it, add some more leg. About there. That's better. I mean, since we're drawing small, we might as well try to get as much like the reference as possible. The beret with some like lace. There's like a collar. This one too long. Little shorter. Actually, it's not short. It's just kind of a different shape. And then that's sheer. And then you see like a sweetheart sort of neckline. And then there's buttons. And the purse. Glove, is there? Maybe. Yeah, there's a glove. Also on this hand. Ooh, I like this. Just add some more tone in here. Give it a little more visual interest. Maybe a little shadow here might help too. Oh, and the shoes. Hey, alright, that's the third one. I didn't really draw the background. Do I need the background? There's like a column. That's important. Some stairs. Little background just to fill the space. Alright, so next up are these nails, and this is what I was talking about. These guys. I love these nails, but I just don't have the like precision, especially with my left hand, to be able to do that on my right. But I love these nails. I'm very excited to draw them, and I think we're gonna have to use colors for this. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna draw a hand, which is, you know, tricky enough in itself. There we go. Nice hand. And then we'll color in the nails. I'm gonna actually have to draw the nails. Ooh, those can make or break a hand. Not sure how much you'll actually see when I start adding in the color. Yeah, this is gonna be really small. I didn't think this quite through as much as I thought I had. That's where I'm gonna have to put the design, in these teeny tiny little spaces. We could try though. So basically, going to this, pinky and the pointer finger are like a turquoisey color. Sort of like this. Robin's egg blue. Too blue, not enough turquoise. This one is ice mint. A little too dark. Jade green. Maybe too green. We could maybe layer a new blue. Okay, that's the right brightness. What if I layer it with jade green? What if I layered the blue on the green? Sometimes that changes things. How about moon white? That might be too light. I might just use the new blue. So we need the pinky to be this color and the pointy finger. And this also is used for little hearts here and there. Oh, you are not gonna be able to make anything out. Oh dear. We also need a yellow. These are supposed to be hearts, not that you could tell. And then pink. But I will grab like a line art and add in the little hearts. And I think I'll color in the hand because it looks weird without color. Okay, just add a little, I don't know. The first one, no, not that color. It's too orange. Just something kind of subtle and out of the way. I don't want it to be too vibrant. With the nice base layer. And maybe we'll add like some blush or something to it. A little muddy where there was still a little graphite and it's like picking it up. But you live and you learn. Can't say it really does anything for me, but I enjoyed making it. Maybe add just a teensy weensy little something. I do just want to add more of the hearts though. Try and do them a little more justice. So basically it's like a heart shape, but then the line art doesn't necessarily stay within the same shape. It's like almost like the heart was drawn separately, like that. So you make a heart, and then you draw a heart on top without thinking about the heart that's underneath of it. That's kind of like the pattern. And then there's a purple one. What would happen if I do the heart first? That's actually almost easier because for some reason I draw the line art, it's like I want to just trace it. All right, next up we have this, it looks like Audrey Hepburn in a car with a cat getting out of the taxi. It's a little, I don't know, looks difficult to draw, that's what I'll say. Also need to figure out where to actually draw it. Do I just draw it really small maybe? Try it up here. Try to get the rough feeling of it. We'll draw it in here, right behind this arm. So there's like a taxi. I'm just gonna block out shapes. This is the door, this is window. And this is more of the door open. Basically you can see, I think, Audrey back here, and she looks very sad. Kind of looks like they might be breaking up. I have not seen this movie. Looks like it's from a movie. You can also see the taxi driver right here. This is all background. And somebody's sitting here, and their face is right about here. Body, and then his legs are kind of coming up because he's tall. Doesn't look like he has any interest in actually getting out of the car. They're just sitting there, watching the cat jump out. You can see him out this window too. She's sitting up straight here. I don't know, put the seats here. This is where the cat is. Their little booty. And the tail. I'm gonna make the tail a little more exaggerated. Since it's art, you know, it's got stripes on it. I feel like that's a dog in the back, or it could just be some kind of muff. Here looks kind of long. I think there's a hat involved. Yeah, again, she looks just kind of miserable. You can see the other window back here. So the camera's obviously below a little bit, so you can see the top of the car and the window. Hey, I kind of like it. It's real small, but it's cute. Probably shouldn't have had the elbow in the way, but I still can kind of tell what I'm looking at, so that's always a plus. All right, we got 2 left. Dare I try to cram them still on this same page and then leave this page for like a refresh maybe? I wish I didn't draw this hand so big. But we have this character with a knife. I'm gonna draw it. I don't know what it's doing on my For You page, but you know, it's there, and apparently I have to draw it. See how quickly I can do it, because this is my least interesting thing to me. These knives. I don't remember ever liking anything that looked like this. Exclamation point heart earrings. Little piece of hair here. Alright, that's literally all the time I feel like devoting to that. There you go. Alright, the last picture is this beautiful linen thing. Beautiful. I didn't leave any room for it. You know what? If I draw it like partially on this page, that counts. So essentially this is another one that's like chopped off, so there's no head for some reason. Now there's a torso here. Oh shoot, that is right on the edge. Fun times! Fun time. Alright. Clear like the shoulders. Looks like the head's actually kind of looking downwards. There'd be a nose here, which means I should probably bring the shoulders up even higher. Some kind of neckline. And there's that pinafore with a little bow. Actually, it's kind of a big bow. And there's an arm here. The other arm's kind of back behind. Then there's this big, beautiful skirt with ruffles at the bottom. Woo! I think I could move the bow up a little. Seems low. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of supposed to be. And the sleeves are kind of poofy. So you can draw those on top. Yeah, I do want to raise that up. I want to put it at the smaller part of her waist. Probably here, because I didn't realize how much ankle you were seeing. We give this pencil a little sharpen. Kind of go over the face again. Even though there's no face in the reference. There is one in my picture. And you know what? I'm gonna just go right outside the frame and give her a bun. Oh, that's kind of cute. I haven't drawn a face in that angle in, I don't know how long. And it doesn't look bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. I kind of just want to add more hearts. It's kind of scattered around the page. Kind of just, you know, to beautify it. Grab some colors. Look at that! And to imagine none of this would have happened if I hadn't opened Pinterest today. I do want to just fill the rest of this. Dare I continue down this? Or do I refresh? I'm thinking I refresh. I've been looking at these for too long. So I think I'm going to refresh it for the next one. And we will fill this second page. So here comes some brand new things. Actually, wait, I should save all these. Just so everyone, if you want to find these, can draw it too. Apparently that's by Chezzy on Twitter. Oh, is this from like a game? Sorry, I'm not in the know. All right, let's refresh and see what we get. See what's going to beautify the rest of this sketchbook spread. Here we go. Really? What even is some of this? Look, an ad for faucets. These ads are not personalized to me. I have never bought a faucet, which is maybe why they think I need one, now that you think about it. But apparently we're going to be drawing a flower-shaped ceramic mug, so that's exciting. I'm going to save them all now. All right, so here's our first one. We got this barefoot person, again with no face. I want to draw faces. What's the girl got to do to draw a face around here? Let's get right into it then. I'm just going to keep overlapping them because that just kind of looks cool in a sketchbook. Okay, so the shoulders are here. One arm's coming in front. It's gonna be real loosey-goosey. Stylize the heck out of this. Now this leg is coming down, and then you see foot. Ooh, I'm kind of excited to draw that foot. That's a nice foot. Ooh, yeah. And then the other leg going off a frame this way. And you just see this much of it. Okay, we got a body. The tulip wrap skirt kind of like comes down like this and wraps this way. And kind of like curls inwards like this. And then there's a piece underneath. Comes back this way. And then you see it back here too. And there's a shirt. Oh, this hand's actually holding on to some hair. And there's lots of curly hair all open here. Even more curly than that, actually. It looks like they're smiling, so they're getting one. Nice big old smile. Oh, I see why I haven't drawn faces. Every time there's one with a face, I draw it teeny tiny. I guess that's my bad. Now there's some like bending to the skirt around the body. Create a little shading in there. I don't know if there's a tie back here, but I'm gonna add one. Oh, it's kind of a cool skirt. Oh, hanging off the frame there. Sorry. All right, let's move on to the next one. So all I have to do is kind of swipe technically. And it's that flower-shaped ceramic mug. I'm gonna draw it right up here. We might color this in because it is such beautiful, like pistachio mint green. Okay, so essentially we need a little saucer. Oh, they call it a plate. Cute. It's a plate. I want a little bigger. Go over that line. You know, that little overlapping pleases me. So we'll do it. Actually, it's more of a... Well, the plate is a circle like that, and then the flower shapes there. We'll start with the circle, kind of just get the perspective down. We do have to like kind of cut it up. Create the flower shape. Let's get a little more width to it. And we need the same thing on the bottom, but you only kind of see a little bit. And then there's shadow. Ooh, this is tricky. To like get the shading in there to make it look proper. Make sure all the perspective is similar too. And then there's a handle that comes like way out this way. And the mug or the plate has a little rim. Oh yeah, we gotta color this one in. The problem is I used pencil again. It's gonna end up looking a little muddy. Oh, and I added all that shading. All right, do we color it? I think we have to. I feel like it's required. By what? By me. So what I need to do is erase everything, redraw it with the pink. That hurts. Oh, this hurts. I really like the way it looked. Oh, but it will live forever in my memory. My heart will go on. Redraw it. Find all the important lines. Kind of like line art in a way. Oh, you know what? The mug's at a slight angle. Why do I turn it a little? Basically, we want to like turn it. Oh, that's just completely changed the perspective, I think. It's too short and wide. It's not what it looks like. But hey, it's giving me more opportunity to erase more of that graphite, which will make it less muddy in the end. I can keep that work we put into the handle though. That's in the right spot. Find find all those connecting points. I don't know if this is better. I mean, it's not going to look better because that one had shading, but I'm talking perspective-wise, this one might make more sense. Oh, you can't see into the mug as much. Wait, it changed the angle. And I like just sort of finagle this, shorten it a little. Yeah, we're just turning everything around. This is a completely different angle. I just want to color it green. I didn't realize this would happen. Didn't realize I would have to make it perfect and in turn make it a mess. I think that's it. We could add line art maybe. Look at that, here we go. Whee! There we go. I'm gonna have to be okay with this, so we will. I think I'm gonna go over it all with this really yellowish green, just as like a first base. And we'll build up from there. Maybe a second layer. I kind of like it better the way it looks on the second layer. Now what's gonna be fun is doing all the shading. Let's start that up. Basically it's like this is dark and this is dark. Our light source must be over here. It's almost lighter at the very base. There must be some kind of reflection. Layer it over again on this. And also there's shading here. And also underneath the mug a bit. It's not quite the right green. It's too saturated. If I find something darker to shade with, I can go over the whole thing with the green gray. Going over it all. Woo! Needs a little yellow. Dare I try to put a little yellow on top? Oh, that actually is helping. That's helping. Looks more like the reference already. Grab a Posca pen. I kind of just find this rim. I feel like it's getting lost. And this might fade a little into the green color if I do it soon enough. That's enough fingerprint in there. Alright, it's gonna have to do it. I will grab this and just add a little shadow. That's from the plate, and then this would be from the mug. Just kind of go on forever. That's a real long shadow. I like that. That's a little something interesting to the spread, that's for sure. We still have more space, so I'm gonna swipe again. There we go, we got a face. Finally. Honestly, I could probably fill this whole thing with this. And I might. We need to give some nice attention to a face. There's a big old face right about here. Very symmetrical face, my goodness. Impressive. So then this kind of comes past the chin. Then we have our wrist. And some French fry fingies in there. Use little dots for the eyes lately. Oh, these eyebrows too. Woo! The makeups were really nice. Oy! It's more that like 1940s vibe again too. Shoulders are like back here. This is the arm that she's leaning on. There's a brooch. It looks like a chicken, maybe? Could be wrong. It's gotta be made out of jewels because it's a brooch. I want it to be a little bit lighter. I don't want it to be so much of a focal point. Continue blocking out the face. The ears are lined up and what's not. And these like victory rolls. Is that what they're called? I don't know. And some curls down here. These eyeballs, lighten that up. Try again. Now the reference is a bit wider. I drew it a little skinnier. If I could just maybe shrink the facial features and round out the jaw, that would be good enough. It's a spooky face. She has really big eyelashes. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Adding a bit too much detail. Other eyebrow. A little shading. Something's wrong with the eyes. Maybe it's the pupils that were really off. These hairs. Try to find the like way it bends around the. Just find the strands of the hair is what I'm trying to do. I already blocked out like the shape. Now we're just trying to find like everything else. The detail. That sounds like right. And then I can kind of just fill it in. And this is like the darkest area, so you just fill that in real dark. And then it comes back around. And do the same thing on this side. A little bit more subdued. Looking kind of good. I've never put this much time into this sort of haircut, and I'm liking the way it's looking. There's a big old earring here. Need to redraw this hand. Is that good enough? It just seemed too low still. Could just pull this up. Got nice long nails in there. I want to add like a little highlight to the eyeball. Boop, boop, boop. This part, I don't think you're gonna see much, so I'm just gonna color that in. Might add just like some strands. More hair down there. Ruffles! We gotta add our little brooch. Right about here, I think. I'll make my chicken. Here we go. Chicken! Shading. Oi, is that it? Did I just fill a whole sketchbook spread? How did that happen? I think we should fill in with some more parts though. I see a lot of empty spaces. Perfect. I love it. This was fun. I definitely recommend it if you have a Pinterest page. I feel like it wouldn't really make sense if you just started your Pinterest account, if you don't already have things hearted. But if you have had it for a while, I definitely recommend it. Look at how fun this was. I love how like kind of random it is, but it's also like all things that I like. So it's perfect. Except for this. No offense if you like it. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as I tried something a little new. If you want to give it a shot, go for it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it too. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a delicious evening. Bye.